So you know, like that scene from Inside Out where the workers would randomly put like random songs into the person's head that would like play on repeat that was like from an advert or something like that. The same thing is kind of happening to me now for the last 2 weeks, and I have been thinking of Nanna Montana constantly. I would just like sit and my partner and I would watch a movie and someone would just say something or an old person will come on and I would immediately just think Nanna Montana. So I have decided to process through this in a very healthy way and I am building Nanna Montana a home today. Now, this is in no relation to Hannah Montana, so do not expect a Malibu house, but this is going to be a beach house. We are renovating not renovating, we are rebuilding the Ragdoll refurb. This is the lot we'll be building. This place is cute from the front, and then just a massive monstrosity at back. And I get it, this is a Ragdoll refurb, so it's supposed to be like an old house with like these exceptionally modern things happening to it, like big glass windows. But I just don't think it works. Something about this house makes me feel uncomfortable. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the fact that the bathroom is the size of a bedroom with like nothing there. This hallway, so many hallways. Too many hallways. Too many hallways. It just, I don't know. Maybe it's also the fact that none of these windows line up, you know? Maybe it would have been better if this was the case. The downstairs is kind of okay. I still don't necessarily like it. So let's bulldoze this lot and start over. Nanna Montana deserves it. And that is exactly what we do. We bulldoze this lot and we start with our beautiful Cape Cod inspired home. I will have the reference photo that I'm using up in the corner. Not the entire build, but while we are doing the front side of this house. This is the only photo that I used. I was so inspired by just the way that this house looked. Now, we start off with our roofing. As you can see that we have like different roof heights. Now, I am trying to kind of mimic that. We can't really do that in The Sims without glitching. And I also didn't want to deal with a bunch of glitches. So I kind of go in with like these half walls to give the illusion of like depth. So even though we do have that flat piece of wall, if you look at this from a certain angle, you can't really see it. And all in all, at the end of the build, I honestly think it looks absolutely amazing. To the point of where I really don't mind. I am obsessed with this build. I'm so proud of myself. I'm sorry I'm done gloating, but I feel really happy about this home. I am so proud. I love this place. I love most of my builds, but I really love this one. This one makes me so happy. And we get to do the entire garden. And if you are new to my channel, I love gardens. I love flowers. They are so beautiful. As a child, well, not as a child, as like a teenager, the broody teen that I was, I never liked flowers for some reason. But I think I just lied to myself. It was like the emo scene kid in me. But nowadays, I am obsessed, and there is nothing like a beautiful garden. My mom and I, when I went to her last week for her birthday, we spent the entire day just working in the garden. We planted so many beautiful trees and just all kinds of flowers. It was just such a fun day. It was really fun. And then it started to rain, and it was still such a nice day. Now, I'm trying to figure out the roof here at front. I decided to make it kind of be flush at back, but I still wanted that little bit of a detailed differentiation. Now, I couldn't get a fence that I wanted, and this is kind of where we start to wander off from the image and we start going into our own direction. I also wanted this little bit of a bump out We try to figure out the right color scheme, because with this gray, everything kind of seemed bland. So I go in with this beautiful blue, mixed with the light wood, and the white is just stunning. This place is so beautiful. Now, the wallpaper that I use, that is from Growing Together. It is just stunning, and it works perfectly with the Cape Cod style. Now, you will see that these windows that I just placed, you see the roof. It is more for actual exterior detail. Unfortunately, I couldn't get it to work, obviously, so that there's a room there. The Sims just doesn't work that way. But from the outside, it looks beautiful. I don't mind. She is just so cute. And now we're starting off with our floor plan. We place down our staircase. We have a little bathroom there. This massive square that I just drew, that's going to be our big kitchen. We have a little hallway. We have this section that's going into our living space. And then we have a beautiful sunroom that I'm drawing right now. And then the little cottage with like the exit itself. There's no bathroom in there, but that is also going to be a bedroom. Now I decided to make it 2 bedrooms upstairs and then a small bathroom. Nana's room is upstairs, and the downstairs room is also Nana's room, because Nana likes wine. So sometimes it's just too dangerous to go up the staircase. So she has a downstairs bedroom as well. But when her only child comes over to visit, that will be their room. And then they have like 1 grandchild. So there's 1 bed in like this small bedroom upstairs. So there's enough bedding for the entire family. I think it's really cute. The grandfather, unfortunately, like passed away in a really, really sad ocean expedition. But we will get to that a bit later once we start decorating Nana's bedroom. Now, I didn't want the entire... I wanted a platform, and I didn't want this courtyard to be on a platform. And you can't have walls, like fences, touch the walls if the fence itself isn't also on a platform. So we had to work around with it with just some glitches. Just draw a little line, pick it up, and put it down. But I didn't realize that it deleted my roof. But you will see later we do sort that entire situation out. I also wanted a really big, beautiful porch at back with just a small little entrance without a little gate where you can just walk down and go onto that beautiful backyard docking area. I don't know, but it's just so beautiful. There is just something about this world that just makes me so happy. Brindleton Bay is just such a stunning world. If there's now a world that really looks kind of realistic to me, I would have to choose like 2. It is, but the most realistic world, especially this area here, would have to be like Brindleton Bay. It's just so stunning. This looks like a proper place that you can go and visit today. And then also T.O.O.L Valley. T.O.O.L Valley. It's beautiful. Not the buildings the Sims built, but the world itself. It's absolutely stunning. We also then just finish off this house with our windows. I am absolutely obsessed. We place some chimneys down. I think I placed 2 chimneys. We do the other chimney later on. And then I just finish off our flooring. We go with this like very light wood. And I then decide that I want to make this into a sunroom. So we delete the windows that we have and we go in with the greenhouse kit windows. But the one that's kind of like sheer. And then we just place some more fireplaces because it's what we deserve. This place is going to be cold. I mean, it's on the coast. You know it's going to be cold. Especially during winter time. I also use the... Oh, now I just want to think Growing Together. But this is the other family game pack. I really cannot remember. Parenthood. This is Parenthood. I went with like the Parenthood cabinets. I think they are beautiful. It goes with the color scheme that I really wanted. And then I also used this really beautiful like rustic tile. it just brings the entire place together. I love all the textures that it have. I don't think I've ever used this tower before. I also use like a wallpaper that I've never used before as well. It's from the fitness pack, and it is just so stunning. It's kind of like a stone wall, but it looks very painted, and it's just so beautiful. We also give Nanna some postcards. I only wanted to put 2 chairs in this kitchen. I think this is where Nanna sits and cuts her food. When the grandkids and things are there, this is where Nanna's friend comes over, and they just sit and gossip in the kitchen while Nanna chops some tomatoes or whatever they are cooking this evening. I don't judge. Nanna eats what Nanna wants. And then, of course, we just finish off with some extra plants. It's what we deserve. Also, this carpet is so stunning and cute, and I want it in my house for real. We place this beautiful cutting board. We put a knife down. It looks really nice now, but your Sims will probably clean this up, and I'm so sorry. I really am. I didn't want to use CC because then it's not like easily downloadable. But I want this with the new kitchen thing that we're getting, the new stuff bag. Sims team, can we please get just like a cutting board with like a knife and maybe just some veggies or some fruit that's also like sliced? That would just be so cute. I mean, it just adds that extra little thing, and I think it looks amazing. This is the dining room. Now, I go in with the tool mod because I really wanted the chair to be upside down. I lost it because I elevated it a little bit too high, but we got it back again. And now I'm trying to just make it look like it's mounted against the wall. I wanted to go in with like things that look like little spikes, but I forgot. And this build is already on the gallery. That is what happens when you tell yourself, remember to go back and do this. You just don't. You should do it then and now. And I know that. I know this is how I am. But yet I always trust myself. It's not that good. I just shouldn't. I really just shouldn't. I should know better by now. I've known myself for many, many years. But alas, that just wasn't the case. So we go in with another carpet. We shrink that down with the tool mod as well. The tool mod is absolutely amazing. I will praise the tool mod in every single video. The person who made it, I am so sorry, I'm so bad with names. But whoever made the tool mod, may your pillow always be cold on both sides for the rest of your life. You honestly deserve it. You are an angel to us all. We also just place some of this tile around the fireplace. We don't want the wood to catch fire. I like to do that sometimes. I've stopped doing it, but I feel like it kind of like works with this home. We also only have this one couch. The way that this room is kind of situated, I could fit in like another side chair, but I really don't want to. I like the way that it looks. We have a little rocking chair that is next to the fireplace itself, which I tend not to like to do because then you can't like look at the TV. I also use the TV that came with the new kit, the modern Lux kit. It's not modern, just by the way, if you didn't know. But anyway, I use that TV. The TV is modern though. It's absolutely stunning. I just wish we had more swatches. But this swatch in particular just fits perfectly with this house. I mean, it's little flowers. Look at it. And it's like gold. It is just perfect for little granny's home. And I feel like when Nana's grandchild told her about this, she was like, yes. And they went and they got a frame like immediately. It was just an entire ordeal and everybody was just so happy and Nanna felt so proud and I feel proud for her. We also place this beautiful like bookcase, but it's a little bit large. I do scale it down later on. I didn't realize. And I love this piano. I wanted to use this swatch in this piano since the first time I saw it. I just haven't had the chance to do it. And I feel like this was the perfect opportunity. It's just so stunning. This might have been something that Nanna did through the years with her late husband. We don't know. It might be one of her grandchildren painted it. It's a mystery. And that is what's just amazing about Nanna Montana. She's mysterious, and we love her for that. We also place this beautiful carpet. I just needed something in this corner, honestly. So we just had like a little vanity chest. We put on some orange curtains because I felt like orange works. It really just brings out the color in the carpet. And then we go in with some wallpaper. This wallpaper is from Cottage Living. You have to like do it twice, but that's fine. Because you have like two different types. The pattern changes. It's necessary, otherwise it's very monotonous. And this is Nanna's bedroom. This is the upstairs bedroom. This chair just worked perfectly. That is from the Book Nook kit, and it looks like it's built into that wall. Stunning. 2 tiles. I am going to remember this for the rest of my life because honestly, I am probably going to use that a lot. I've already imagined like this beautiful teenager's room that I want to build, and it's going to happen. Nanna has a diary because she's very emotional. Now, we have a gnome. Now, that gnome is in like remembrance of, you know, Nanna's late husband who died in a really, really depressing like boat accident many years ago. Was it the cause of the tragic clown? Yes. And she keeps the gnome. The tragic clown gave her the gnome. He said this is in remembrance of your husband, and that is the story of Nanna Montana's husband and why he's not here and why the gnome is sitting next to the bed, and it's a sailor gnome. In The Sims 3, gnomes moved and they could have like families. And that was nice. And for a moment I thought that was The Sims 4 and I was really happy. And then I remembered, no, it isn't The Sims 4. The gnomes do move sometimes, but I think it's only during like the gnome festival thingy with like seasons. I'm also not even sure. Or do they just like burn different colors? I don't know. I know you get free gnomes, but that's where this gnome comes from. The tragic clown. That's why the painting of the tragic clown is there as well. Everything is just to remind poor old Nanna Montana that her husband died at sea. Now we're going down to the downstairs. You will also see that I like placed this beautiful little coffee table next to that like Wichstuki. I can't remember the name for it now. The rocking chair, next to the rocking chair. And I have a cup of coffee there. That's because this is where Nanna slept last. I just really wanted to add the cup of coffee, and I know the grandchildren aren't there. And as I've mentioned before, Nanna likes to sleep here every now and then. I don't know. There's a used cup of coffee, and it looks cool. Now, because of this, like, platform that I have, no side tables wanted to fit next to the bed. So we go in with coffee tables, because coffee tables are smaller than side tables in this game. It's true. Only in The Sims. So yeah, we go in with some coffee tables and we add some lamps and it looks really nice. I also use the same wallpaper that we use in the kitchen because we needed to use it somewhere else. Now, this here is our little outside area. This is where Nanna has her tea, so we have a little tea set. We have this beautiful, like, flower setup. We also go in with a fireplace. The same fireplace as what we have in the kitchen. I just thought repeating that would kind of be nice. We go in with the same color. And then we also come in with some planters. I also use the same brick that we used in the kitchen. I really just love it. I can't believe that I've never seen that before. It kind of like boggles my mind, and I love it when like things like that happen. I also use this laundry basket that I've never used before. I also didn't know that came with like I just said the pack's name, like Parenthood. I also didn't know that it came with Parenthood. I honestly thought that was like a hospital thing. And then I thought to myself as I was decorating, let's just see what this is. And then it said laundry basket, and I was like, what? And then I looked at the pack and I was like, what? this isn't Get to Work. This is Parented. So yeah, we used that for the first time. This build is full of firsts, and it's a good thing. You need to broaden. Yeah, just use different things if you get bored with The Sims. It honestly helps. It feels like a complete new thing. It's like we had a new expansion pack. I was so excited. It was just absolutely amazing. This little hallway is very small, so we just go in with a carpet and then a coat hanger, and that is about it. We go in with a larger carpet though. I think this is actually a runner for like my wedding stories, but who uses that pack in any case? So we might as well just utilize the carpet in our house. Nobody's getting married yet today. And this is the outside area. We need a chessboard. This is where Nana also just comes and sits. We have a beautiful little plant. This walks out of her bedroom. And I just love that. Now, one of my comments yesterday mentioned that these tiles are made for the roofing. And it just made so much sense. And just look how beautiful this looks. Like, oh my god. I love that roofing detail, and I really don't know why that just like went over my head. But yeah, thank you so much for informing me. It's stunning. Now we're coming to my favorite part of the build, and that is doing the outside gardening area. You always need to leave the best parts for last, and that is bathroom and and garden. Those are my favorite things to do. I always start with like least favorite, which is kitchen, and then you work your way like up like that. It's like a plate of food. You eat the best, you leave the best for like last, so that you have that beautiful taste in your mouth forever. Now I go in with a lot of flowers. I tried to use the tool mod to get the plants on the roof as well, but I just couldn't get that. No matter how many times I asked it to rotate, I even like the debug plants. It just didn't want to. It was really frustrating. And I know that I probably could have watched like a YouTube video on it. But we have load shedding here. This place was built so quickly. I was actually surprised at like how quickly I built this house. Because usually a house like this would take me like a couple of hours. And it did, but yeah, it was way sooner than what I usually did, but I didn't really have time to go in with like smaller details that I wanted because the lights were going off for 2 hours, and we're just sitting with a lot of load shedding in South Africa at the moment. But all in all, I'm so happy with how it turned out. So yeah, so I could have watched a YouTube video on how to to use that part of the tool mod, and I don't even know if you can with wall plants. If you know, leave a comment down below. I would really appreciate it. And now we're just going in with some details. I love this place. We go in with a lot of like brown. I wanted like overgrown flowers, but I wanted some of the grass to kind of shine through as well. And this was kind of the hardest part for me, was finding flowers and not making it look like it's overcluttered, but also making it look like it's overcluttered, if that makes sense. And I was really stressed. I was so scared that I just like did a bit too much and went a little bit too overboard, especially with this like magenta and white flower that came with Romantic Garden, and then these little flowers as well. But I did decide to kind of minimize it. I love these yellow bushes. They look absolutely stunning. It's like a weird contrast that I didn't know that the build needed. I also find this beautiful bush from Snowy Escape. It's like this massive green bush. I'll show you when we get to it. And I didn't know that that was in debug. There we go, this one. And how beautiful was this just to fill it out? This is exactly what I needed. It's just stunning. I love this. Once all of the flowers and the fountains and the trees and everything is in, it just looks so overgrown and lush and beautiful. These plants here, that beautiful like fan leaf flowers, they are perfect for these edges. So I kind of like fill that out because they only go out like one way. Absolutely stunning. And then we just finish this outside off with these tiny little like brick things. We go in with like our mailbox is going to be the little cat. The original house had the cat mailbox, and I just wanted to put the cat mailbox back because I thought that was really cute. And then we finish off this back patio with a beautiful table for where you can just sit and have some lunch. And let's jump to the game. And I can just show you this stunning build. Honestly, I feel like I did such a good job from putting a photo into The Sims. I am really proud about this build. She looks so good and so cozy. So cozy. Let me quickly just show you our floor plans. The roof is everywhere and I am obsessed with it. I'm so happy. So this is our upstairs floor plan. We have Nana's room. We have the grandchild's room. We have an upstairs bathroom. We just have this small little landing. Going downstairs, this is the parents' bedroom. We have our sunroom. We have our beautiful living space. Our entrance. Our kitchen area. I also added like pet bowls because I forgot. And then we have our bathroom and of course our beautiful dining area. This build is on the gallery. It's uploaded under Nana's home if you are interested in downloading it and adding this to your game. Thank you so much for joining me on this build. This was so much fun. I really should start creating these Sims. I've got like an entire notebook with like every house that I build and kind of like the families that I imagine who live in them. I just haven't gotten around in creating these Sims, but I think I should. Now, with that being said, I hope you all have a great Thursday, and then I hope to see you all again tomorrow. Bye-bye.